Good morning and welcome back to the Social Stack 66-Day Challenge Get Started in Social Media. I'm Amy Stack and today is day 33 of our challenge, Video Analytics. In this challenge, you will learn how to get an overview of your videos, how to see the reach of them, how to see their engagement, and their audience interaction. Before we get started, if this is your first time here and you want to learn more about marketing with technology for your business, start now by subscribing to my channel. Just click that red subscribe button and then the bell icon. In order to improve and grow your channel and continue to create desirable content, it's important to know how your videos are performing. So just like yesterday, we have a whole bunch of analytics that we can share. So again, I'm going to give you an overview just to get you started. We are here on my YouTube home screen, and we're going to go right back to that YouTube Studio button. So click that blue button, YouTube Studio. And we're actually going to look at the left-hand column when it pops up here. So over here, we're on Dashboard. I want to go ahead and click Content. So you can choose that button there. And this is actually going to provide you with an overview of all of the videos that you have. So you can see I have one scheduled, one in draft, and everything else is public for the world to see. We can also get an idea if we've added any restrictions, when they went up or are scheduled to go up, and a quick overview of views, comments, and likes and dislikes. So that's your first kind of glimpse at what's going on with your videos. And as you scroll over an individual one, you'll see you have more options for each video. What I want to do is go down to, I mentioned yesterday, we were going to look at a specific video here, the YouTube channel art. So I'm just going to hover over that one. That's the one I decided I wanted to dig into a little bit. And click on this kind of bar graph icon. When you hover over it, it says Analytics. So you can go ahead and choose Analytics. And you'll see when this page loads that there are 4 sets of analytics you can view. So just like yesterday, we saw we could do our date-specific time search. So I can click on that drop-down and I have those same options here. So I'm just going to go back 28 days. So this would be the last month. And this video is just about a month old. So obviously we have no data before it was posted. And then you can see we have overview, reach, engagement, and audience. So the overview section is going to show you the basic data about your video performance. The reach will show you how people are finding your video. Engagement will show how people are interacting with your video, how long they watch, how many are watching that full video, clicks, likes, stuff like that. And then the audience section will show you more specifics about who specifically is watching that video. So on the overview page here, you can see I have, in this time frame, 25 views on this video and a watch time of 2.8 hours. So of those 25 viewers, we've had almost 3 hours of watch time, and this video is only 12 minutes long. And this video has gained me 1 subscriber. Below that, we can see our audience retention. So typically you'll see a little bit of a dip right here at the beginning of your videos because people will decide right away if this is something they want to continue to watch or not. And this one's actually doing pretty well, that it's holding pretty steady until the end. So you can see that I had 44% of my viewers watched the entire thing. And then these little peaks and valleys here are when somebody's pausing and rewinding and coming back. That's what that peak is showing. So you can see that people are engaging in here and over here. And that's just a quick overview here of your general video stats. I could come in and see the graphs for these different ones too. So that's the day I got my 1 subscriber. These are the days that it was watched and for how long. And then these are when I had different viewers. So this video most likely went live on the 27th. And I got 6 views right away, 11 the next day, none. I had a little jump back up to 4. So you guys can see how that works there. So next I want to go into reach. And the reach is going to show me, as I mentioned, how people are finding that video. So you can see I had a reach of 315 impressions. You can see we have our click-through rate, so 2.2% clicked something on that video. We had 25 views, which we learned in our overview, and 14 of them were unique viewers. So that means that 14 people saw this video and 11 of them looked at it more than once. Or one person looked at it, 5 times, and that would add to the total views. Again, we have our chart where we can scroll over and get more specifics about what was happening on specific days. What I want to show you down here is these traffic source types. This is good information for you to know. This is how you can find out how these people are finding your video and coming to your channel to watch it. So on this specific video, 28% of my viewers saw it because they were already on my playlist and this was next in their queue. So that's good. That means it's coming from YouTube already, and I didn't necessarily send them there. YouTube's kind of helping me out with that. Director unknown, obviously YouTube doesn't exactly know where that's coming from. Channel pages, so that means they were on my page, probably my home screen, and saw that the video was up and came to look at it. A notification, so that's probably my subscribers. They got a notification that the new video launched and they wanted to come check it out. External means it's not YouTube at all. And that's actually, it's not a bad thing to have that be low. When you have all of this high, that means YouTube's doing the work for you. So that's great. External means it's traffic that you're driving towards YouTube externally. And then we have other. So if you're wondering more about this external traffic and where that's coming from, if you scroll down a little bit more, there's a little chart that will show you exactly where that external drive is coming from. So you can see on this video specifically, of that 8%, half of it came from Facebook and half of it came from MailChimp. So I do go ahead and promote my videos on Facebook, LinkedIn, Instagram, stuff like that. So this will show if clicks came in through there. And then I also send out a weekly newsletter. And I put in links to recent videos or popular videos, and some suggestions for books or gear, stuff like that. So this MailChimp one here is showing that I put a link to this video in my newsletter that I sent through MailChimp, and half of my external clicks came from people looking at that newsletter. So I know that newsletter is working. And then you can see here, traffic source, suggested videos. So this means that YouTube actually went ahead and suggested a video for them. And then playlists. So people saw a playlist, which is my Get Started on Social Media, which is the challenge we're doing right now. And 28% of the people were on that playlist and then clicked into the video, which is how they showed up on this playlist demographic right here. This is going to show you a breakdown of impressions. You can see right here, impressions and how they led to watch time. So of my 315 impressions, 6.7% from YouTube recommending your content. And then you can hover over the little I and get an even greater breakdown of that. So that means YouTube did that for me. I didn't have to do anything from it. YouTube sent me 7 viewers without me doing any sort of push on my end. You can see that my portion of my total traffic was 4% from a YouTube search. So that means somebody started typing in how do I make YouTube channel art? How do I create channel art for YouTube? Something like that. And YouTube suggested my video to them. So 4% of the viewers found me that way. Next thing we're going to do is go to engagement. So here we have our watch time. So again, in that last 28 days, 2.8 hours of time that this video was viewed. And the average time was 6 minutes, which we talked about before. This video was 12 minutes long, so they're watching it about half of the video, which means they could be fast forwarding through these flatline parts here, or they could be dropping off like right here. Then we also have likes versus dislikes. It looks like there were no likes on this particular video, but no dislikes either. And then we have our end screen element click rate. So again, nobody clicked on my end screen here, and that's okay. My channel average is 0.3%, so that's something I know that I want to work on. But if you're getting people to subscribe through your end screen, this will go up. Or if you have videos suggested for them to watch next and they click on it, that's what will show here in this end screen element click rate. All right, and the last part of this video analytics is the audience. So let's go ahead and click on that. And as I mentioned, this is going to show you more specifics about who is watching your video. Now, if you're newer to YouTube, you will have some blanks like I do here. It says we don't have enough demographic data to show this report for age and gender in top countries. So as you've been out longer, YouTube will collect more of this information for you. But for the stuff we do have, you can see I've had 14 unique viewers on this video, which, as I mentioned, if we look at our overview, I had 25 total views. 14 of them were unique. So the rest of those 11 was somebody coming back to rewatch that video. My average view per viewer is 1.8. So that's just a little bit of math of the 25 and the 14. And I gained 1 subscriber. So you can see if I click on that, I can see I gained that subscriber on September 1st. And you can see here when those views are happening, when the viewers are coming in. When you see the purple like this at the end, that's because that hasn't, you can see the data is processing. Sometimes it'll show like tomorrow, and obviously YouTube doesn't have the data because it hasn't happened yet. This I always find really interesting, watch time from subscribers. So of the people that were not subscribed to my channel, 81% of that watch time came from non-subscribers. 18% came from people that were already subscribed. So this is an opportunity for me to pick up those subscribers. And then down at the bottom, if you're using closed captioning, this will track that. So none of my videos have that right now, but if that is a feature you're adding to your videos, it will track who's using that as well, or how often it's being used. And that is a quick overview of your specific video analytics. So you can dive into each video like this to see how they're performing. You can compare one to the other, and you can use that to see, a really top performing video. What did you do different in that one versus one that's not performing as well? Do you need to change your keywords? Do you need to change your opening? What's going on? Maybe your YouTube thumbnail needs a little bit of an update. So this is a great way to analyze and do some A/B testing to see what's performing with your videos and really attracting your engagement and audience members. I want you to go ahead and tell me in the comments which analytic you found the most interesting today. Was it the engagement, the reach? So we have, let's start that again. Was it the overall overview, the reach, the engagement, or the audience? So let me know in the comments here what you found most interesting, and then join us tomorrow at 7:30 a.m. for our next challenge. We're actually going to go into specific viewer analytics. I'll see you then.